sold it right at the time when it was during the season, and his cards all spiked, and I figured, well, let's just put it out there and did an auction on it, and shocked that it sold for that much. And I was like, this hobby is crazy. So.
Today we're joined by Ramon from Lethal Ray Breaks on IG. Really good dude. He's got some really good cards that he's got on IG, and he's doing a lot of really big things in the hobby. So let's just get right into it. All right, so thanks for joining us today, man. I really appreciate you talking to us, taking the time out of your day. Like I said, we really like what you got going on. Your slabs are super sick on there.
Thanks, man.
So we just wanted to highlight you and get into our interview, all right?
Appreciate you, and I appreciate you guys. You guys have awesome content on your Instagram as well. So I know I've been following you guys probably close to when you guys first started, and but it's a pleasure being on here with you guys.
For sure, man. Thank you. All right, so what would you say was the key moment that got you into collecting?
Yeah, so I mean, from the get-go, back in high school, I started collecting basketball, just not as a hobby, more of a I was really a Shaq fan, when he was at the Magic. So anyways, I collected for maybe 2 or 3 years, and mainly, Shaq and Laker cards, which is my PC team. But most recently, so like I said, that only lasted 2 or 3 years. After that, most recently in November of 2018, I was at Target with a girlfriend, and walking around, and I saw, where they had the cards, and saw that they had a Stephen Curry hoops 2018 value pack, those hanger packs. So I grabbed it, walked around the store with it, and then thought to myself, why am I buying this? I was like, why am I even getting into this? So I decided just to leave it like in the women's department or something, and whatever. I walked away, and then fast forward a week later, and after we signed LeBron and all that, I went back. I was at a Target, and this time I picked it up, but this time I bought it. So I took it to work, opened it with my good buddy Rugans, and we hit a LeBron like insert, get out the way, like just a normal paper base insert, and that was it. I was hooked. That did it. I was like, I want to get more cards, and started learning more about retail versus hobby, and hit up my local card shop, and bought my first Prism pack for like $21, which I thought was crazy. And
at the time,
but
I know, right?
Then again, I opened it. I hit like a Get Savage LeBron insert, and I was like, all right, this is it. I'm in. I'm all in. So that's basically what got me in. Yeah.
What would you say? What sport would you say takes up the majority of your PC right now?
I definitely say it's basketball over everything. I think last year I did a mix of football, baseball, but mainly I would say 90% would be basketball for sure. Yeah.
So what would you say? Maybe in the past, or I know that you just got back into it, what would you say is your favorite card that you've had in your PC, or if you don't have it yet, what would you say your dream card would be?
So to date right now, I would say I'm probably say my most valuable card is probably my top favorite one right now, which I pulled last year. It was a redemption of Luka Doncic, an auto out of Optic Contenders. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah, so that would probably be my favorite card right now. Unfortunately, it's in fortunately, it's with Panini, because when they closed it on the one touch, they actually crimped the card.
Oh man!
So I had to send it back. So it's been with them for like 10 weeks. So I'm hoping I get it back someday. But and then as far as my dream card, I would say any Kobe Bryant flawless auto patch, something like that. I've not pulled a Kobe auto. I had rookies when I first started collecting, but left them at my mom's house. Those are probably long gone, unfortunately. So along with my Shaq cards and all that. So.
Yeah, I have a feeling that a lot of collectors have that same exact story.
Yeah, I was looking for my Nike basketball, where I kept all my basketball shoes box, and no, couldn't find it.
What would you say has been your biggest sale so far, as far as like a profit margin goes?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like I can't compare to these high rollers that I see that sell cards in the thousands and all that. But
Yeah.
the one I can think that was the highest, because I'm a collector. I like collecting. I'm not into it for selling. Rip and sell right away.
Yeah.
But I would say I sold a Devontae Graham 2018 rookie auto from Choice, which I think was number to 8. It's a green one.
Nice.
So I sold that one for like $750, something like that. So
Nice.
which I had no idea I would do that. I sold it right at the time when it was during the season, and his cards all spiked, and I figured, well, let's just put it out there and did an auction on it, and shocked that it sold for that much. And I was like, this hobby is crazy. So
Yeah. Yeah, man. There's ups and downs. As long as I mean, it's just like any other, stocks or anything like that. It's buy when it's low, sell when it's high. If that's your thing. If you're a collector, then it's like it's just for you. You know what I mean? So
for sure, I totally agree. Yeah.
who's one player that you would say you've been investing in this year?
This year, honestly, I would say Luca. Second year Luca cards. I'm not high end. Just optics, prisms, stuff like that, but not like not the really high end stuff. But I would say Luca and any LeBrons I could get my hands on for sure. So.
And I mean, a lot has changed within the hobby, even in this past year. What would you say is one thing that you wish you could improve or change within the hobby?
I know, the hobby has boomed. Like, I don't think anybody has predicted this, but to me, what the thing that really does pop out to me is like I would hope and wish that retail would be more available to people, especially I'm not going to say season for the kids, but I'll give you an instance that I had recently where I went to a local card shop, and there's a kid next to me, and he's like has his top loader, and he's looking around, and he asked the owner, hey, how much for a Contenders basketball blaster? And they tell him $80. It's like, and part of me is just like, oh my god, it hurts that it's come to this, but it's just the reality of it. So I think I'm starting to see it more now in retail stores where they're trying to limit people buying. They can't just take the whole display. So hopefully that keeps going more. So at least some people can at least grab a box and at retail price and rip it if that's what they like. Personally, I love ripping cards and wax. So. I would love to get a chance to grab some and rip some more on my channel. So, and if you follow me on YouTube, I always usually do giveaways. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean I think there's a pretty common thread across the country. It's a lot of resellers, a lot of flippers. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and what have you. Which
a lot of breakers.
That's part of the hobby, but at the same time, it's like, okay, you're limiting kids that are 7, 8, whatever, what have you. Now they're access to, because they're not going to be able to pay hobby prices at that age. You know what I mean? So it's like, if we want to sustain the hobby for the future, you know what I mean? Like, we have to allow kids to get into it now while they can, and they're just going to lose interest if it's just never on the shelves. So I hear you on that.
Totally agree. Yeah.
As far as the hobby goes, I know you like to collect. I know you like to break. Where do you see yourself? Like, what do you want your future goals to be in the hobby?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough even doing what I do now. I mean, I have a full-time job, 40, 50 hours a week. So I do my best to try to rip on my channel. I mean, I would love to just keep growing the channel. I never thought I'd get to 1,000 subscribers, and once I hit it, I was like, wow, really? There's that many people. I mean, I'm sure a lot of it has to do with the giveaways part of it. So
Yeah.
But I just love doing it. I love doing that, and then who knows? Maybe I know that the theme is people are doing breaks, and I can't blame them for doing breaks. There's so much money out there. Currently, so who knows? Maybe in the future I'll start doing breaks. Maybe it could turn into something bigger. I don't know for sure, but for now I just love doing what I'm doing, is ripping cards and giving cards away, and just love the feeling of just ripping a pack and just hitting a real nice card. So I just so.
For sure, yeah, that's definitely our favorite part of the hobby too, man.
Yeah.
So we'll just do our quick 5 questions, just kind of like a lightning round.
Yeah.
Tops or Panini?
Panini.
PSA or BGS?
PSA.
Top loaders or semi-rigids?
Top loaders.
Autos or relics?
I'll go with autos.
Vintage or modern?
modern.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually, sometimes it's a tough one with autos or relics or vintage and modern. Those are always the ones that catch people thinking like, I don't know which I like more.
Some relics are are really nice as well. So yeah,
For
it's
sure.
not an easy one.
For sure. So I mean, that's pretty much it, man. Is there anything that you'd like to promote? Anything you got going on?
Yeah, man. Just really simple. I mean, if you follow me on YouTube, like I said, I rip as much as I can. I do reveals and stuff like that. BGS, PSA reveals. And as you know, I do a lot of giveaways as well. So I mean, I don't give like high end stuff, but I always love giving back to the hobby. So if you could follow me on YouTube and on Instagram, I also have Instagram, Lethal Ray's Breaks. And the only other thing I would say is I just want to give out some shout outs first to you guys. Thank you so much for having me. And then also
sure.
to my LCS, the Bullpen in LA. If you're ever in LA, they're awesome people there. Really helped me get into the hobby and learn more about the hobby. And then, of course, the following YouTubers who helped my channel grow, 502 Frank, Pack My Cards, and 101 Card Shop. So just want to thank them for sure.
Right on, man. That's awesome. Again, thank you for taking the time to speak with us today. I know things are kind of crazy right now, but we appreciate it. We're glad to see you enjoying the hobby. We're glad to see collectors like you out there that are in it for the love of it and giving back, like you said. It's really something that inspires us to continue doing what we do as well, man. So thank you again for speaking with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate this. I don't do this much ever, so this is awesome. This is fun. Thank you so much, and make sure to go follow Ramon.